Right, I've popped into Tesco for two reasons. One, I've got myself a full quilt because I don't want another night like last night. I've got toothpaste, toothbrush, some baby wipes for those poo moments, and also one of our subscribers, Nisha, has said that she wants to meet up with me. So I'm only meeting up to say hi because I haven't got time to be hanging around, but it will be nice to see her, although I get really nervous with things like this. It's not my kind of thing. But anyway, let's hurry up, get these bought and get out of here. Although, one thing I remember from last time is you can't use your Tesco club card from England in Ireland, which I think is a bit rubbish. It's the same company. I'm pretty sure that's the case, but we'll soon find out. Right, it has let me use my club card, which is good. But what is this deposit? I don't understand what that bit is. It seems a bit mad, doesn't it? I need a bag as well. Where are the bags? I have realised I've forgotten something, which is a bit annoying. A bottle of water to brush my teeth with. Because I can't do it. I've bought a can of Red Bull instead of, I was thinking, should I get water or Red Bull? No, let's get a Red Bull. And now I've realised I needed water to brush my teeth. So I'm going to have to try and locate some of that as well. Right, I've just had a thought. Customer toilets. I can brush my teeth in there. There's water in there. So I'll use those and have a poo. Right, I feel so much better for that. My teeth feel so much better for being brushed. My bumhole feels so much better for being emptied. And my face doesn't feel quite as bad again. I know I've gone on about it, but it's doing my head in. Like, I can feel it when I talk, when I swallow and everything. It's just all a bit odd. Not used to it. And there's got to be some, if it's not my knees and it's not my back and it's not my hip, it's got to be something. And this time it's my face. So, God knows. Now, Nisha was supposed to be meeting me, but the messages I keep sending her aren't going through. I don't know whether, I don't think it's my end, because I'm sending messages to other people and it's going through. So, I don't know what's happened. But she's got about 10 minutes. You know, if she hasn't appeared in 10 minutes, I have got to go because I've got so much stuff to do. Right, I feel really bad. I've been here like almost an hour now and there's no sign of her. And it would have been really nice. But I've messaged again. She's not read any of the messages. I don't know why they're not getting through to her. I'm guessing she's got no signal. But I have said, if I'm back down in the area, I'll come and find her, but I can't waste any more time just stood round. And also I look like a bit of a weirdo. People have been like looking at me funny because they've gone in, got the shopping, come back out and I'm still there. So anyway, I'll try not to get run over by that car and get back to my own. Right, typically just as I've set off, she's messaged to say she's around the back of this place or near this place that I'm next to now. So I'm just going to wait in the car and let her come to me, but then I have to go. It's literally going to be a quick photo and off, I think, because I've been like over an hour now. But it's good. I like meeting people. I just don't like meeting people, if that makes sense. Right, so I finally got to meet Noisy Nisha. Finally. But she wasn't really keen on me taking a photograph, which I'll put in now. However, I didn't really feel like shoving a camera in her face and filming her, so halfway in between. But it was lovely. I know I get a bit nervous and I'm a bit like, oh no, I don't want to meet people, but I do really, because I actually really enjoy it. I really enjoy meeting up with people and talking to people, and it's like meeting part of the family. I'm as bad with my own family, so don't think that I'm just being funny with subscribers. Like literally, if me Auntie Anne went home coming up, I'd be like, oh no. So I'm just that sort of person. But anyway, we're off to the north, even though we're not supposed to be taking this car to the north again. Could be in trouble. Right, heading over. The hills in the distance is Northern Ireland. We are literally on the border pretty much now. I don't actually know where the border is here. Like I said, I'm not supposed to be bringing this car out of Southern Ireland because I'm just not. It would have cost me more money and I'd never tell them doing it, so probably should, but I don't. But yeah, let's hurry up and get across this border. Hope the weather stays as beautiful as it not very warm though. It's like 10 degrees, but it's a beautiful day. Right, so this wasn't on my list of places to come to. I've just been round the back and had a look, and at the front of the place, it's totally inaccessible. And to be honest, I don't think there's a great deal inside, so it's probably not worth it. But what a cool house. It's actually massive. It's got a big cellar. There's cameras all over the place, I've noticed as well. But yeah, it's it doesn't look, I don't know, I keep looking at it thinking, is it actually abandoned? But then there's peeling wallpaper. But then, I don't know. But either way, we're not doing it. There's also a big Irish flag hanging outside the place, which is a bit odd. But the windows are all very, like curtains are very old. But that camera, I'm 99% sure is on. So, God knows. But it looks sort of semi-clean as well. So either way, I've had a look. And it's not going to be done, but it just shows, like, I see places like this in Ireland quite a lot. There's a lot of places that you'd think, wow, that could be amazing, and then you get to it and it's either empty or just falling down. So move on to the next one that we've got. Now we're in a place called Newry. We actually came here last time.
Turn right.
We're just coming through it. We went to try and get in an abandoned school up over the back of there, and we couldn't get in. So I know where I am now. I sort of got myself a bit lost because I just drove for a bit, but I know where I'm going now. I've put my maps on and we're off. But yeah, there was a school just over the back of there somewhere where we couldn't get in before. But Newry looks quite nice in places. Some of it looks a bit run down, but some of it looks really, really nice. So I might stop back off here when I come back down. This guy, you can just see him beyond. See his head there, look. He's collecting for a local football team, but he's just walking up the middle of all the traffic, going up to the windows and asking people for the money. You wouldn't see that in England. I think it's quite cool, to be fair. You can see he's official, he's got all the stuff on. But yeah, it just wouldn't happen. So, but it's Gaelic football, I think. Some of the buildings around here are really old looking, like really old, battered looking buildings, but quite cool. I quite like a lot of them. I think they're really good.
At the roundabout, take the first
anyway,
exit.
Better concentrate on where I'm going. I'll tell you something, it's still very weird. It's still not normal. Things have still got, look, I don't know if this is this the same? I don't know. But like, I've come, yeah it is, look. This police place here, that's a police station. It's got like massive fences round it. Like back in the day, back in the 70s, 60s, 80s, when all the trouble was kicking off. We came past what looked like a courthouse a minute ago, and it got bulletproof glass and big thick doors on them. We've still, like in my head it's all done with, but it sort of hasn't. It still seems like it's rumbles on in the background and you just don't know. All the troubles in Ireland were massive, so they can't just disappear overnight. I reckon there's still some, what is that? Oh, it's just a back entrance into somewhere. Not like me finding back entrances into somewhere. But yeah, no, it still rumbles on in the background, I'm sure it does. Like, they try and play it down, but there's still stuff happening, I'm pretty sure. Right, this is the next place I'm going to. I've got to be careful though, because I'm wide open in this field, and there's a house behind that is lived in. There's also electric fences all the way along here, so I need to be careful. But this is the place I'm going to. I'll talk to you when I come out. Right, I'm just showing this window was already broken when I got here. I'm currently in the most amazing house. But we may have a problem. Listen. don't know if I've been seen or there's a farmer in a field herding sheep or something and shouting. But I'll show you why I'm so worried, and I'll tell you a little bit more. So, this here is where we currently are. This is a farm that's in use, but it's split open on separate land, but they use the same drive. Now I've just had to make my way up through these trees and in here, and I'm round the side towards where the farmer is at the moment, so I'm a bit worried. The rooms I've come through, like there's been, I can't even get my words out. I'm that nervous. I don't know why. It's the whole Northern Ireland thing again, I think, but the nerves are really, really jangling and I'm feeling very uneasy. For a start, we've got a set of back stairs, but look at this guy. It's hard not to get reflection because we've got the doors up at the other end as well, the big glass Victorian doors. But yeah, look at him. I feel like he's looking over the whole of the downstairs, watching who's coming in the door, almost sort of protecting the place. Probably looking at me and thinking, get out of here, get out of here now. Look at him, watching me over my shoulder. Right. Let's go in a room that I've not been in yet. Oh, wow. First piece of furniture I've seen. Look at that. That is ridiculous. And then look at her as well. I think we're all right with these windows. I feel like I can hear a car coming up or something. Yeah, look at her. But yeah, we've got like invites and stuff. Yeah, invites for weddings. Another one. What else we got? Oh, look at this. The order of... Somebody's here. Gonna find me in a minute. Heart is pumping. I'm just gonna have to hurry up and show you around. Right, going back to these things on here, I've got to be so, I don't know whether to be quiet or just be normal. Oh my God, look what I found. Look at this. So, at least we know he's patriotic. He's not an IRA man, which is good. Now there's somebody that watches, well, a lot of people like this. Dogs are barking. They barked last time he came. Look at this. Masonic. And that's the Orange Order. And there's all the Masonic stuff in there as well. Right, I'm back at the car. He hasn't shouted or anything, but I've just got a horrible feeling he's coming. So I'm getting out of here quickly, and just sort myself out when I get there, wherever I'm going. I have no idea, I'm just driving. Don't even know which direction I'm going in at all. So I'll go down here, sort myself out, and then we'll go from there. I don't know what's happened to my seat. I laid it back last night and now I'm like laid down driving. It's awful. I can't get it to come forward properly. So, wow, that was fucking brilliant. I'm so glad I got in there, and I'm so glad I didn't get caught. How I didn't get caught, I don't know. He literally tried every door apart from my door. And then I made noise moving behind the door and he still didn't hear me. What the fuck? Seriously, I don't know how I just got away with that, but I am buzzing. Right, I've just come to, oh, I've just found another place, I think. No, there's that place called Scarver House, but it's got a pillbox outside it, which makes me think it was something to do with police or military or something to do with it, because they didn't want people coming in, clearly. Gonna have to have a look at Scarver House, but I need to turn around a minute and go back, because I've just seen a house that definitely 100% looks abandoned. And what's it? Scarver Site 2. Wonder what that is. I'm gonna have to have a quick look if I've got internet. Right, so I've just done a bit of research. That is the back gate to Scarver House. It's now also got something to do with electricity and heating and something, I don't really know. There's loads of look, that says Commercial Energy Solutions on that. There's one site there, but the hall itself is still there. I can't go in, it's not something I can go and show you. I could put a photo in, which I'll do now. But it was built in the mid-1700s, and every year since the mid-1700s, every year since it happened, the Battle of the Boyne, which is a very famous Irish-English battle, is commemorated every year right up until now. They open it one day of the year, I think July or something, to do reconstructions of the battle. I don't know what year that was actually in, so I haven't cross-referenced it, but it's really interesting. Like, they opened the hall up even right back then, right till like now. It's mad. So yeah, that's what that big hall was. Right, I've just set off back from that hall, because I'd literally driven in the wrong direction on purpose just to get out of the way of that place. So I've just come back past, and just round the corner from the big hall, well, big house that we've just been in, that got the Orange Order stuff in it, look what's here. It's the Sir Henry Wilson Memorial District Orange Hall, with the Union flag flying. And it's not the Union Jack, before you tell me off. The Union Jack is only called the Union Jack when it's on a boat. A lot of people don't know that. It's actually the Union flag. But this is obviously a really new building, but it just shows what sort of area we're in. Like, the Orange Order are obviously around this area, and he will have been pretty high up in it, I would have thought, living in that big hall. He could even be Sir Henry Wilson. I doubt it, but he could be. You just don't know, do you? Some of these houses are nice around here, though. It's actually a really, really nice part. It's like we're halfway between the border and Belfast. So it's not like a big city, it's countryside, but it's nice, it's lovely. So anyway, back in the Dastia. It's only because I saw it as I was driving past, I thought, oh, I'll stop and have a quick look. Right, I'm in a little town. That sky looks amazing. I'm in a little town called Banbridge. I don't know anything about the place. Oh, that's called Scarver Street up there, which is that big hall we were talking about a minute ago. Obviously, we're not too far away from there, but I'm gonna head and try and find an Indian. You know what I'm like, coming out and having Indians when I'm in these places, but I am starving. And yes, I know I had a massive breakfast, but that was at 9 o'clock this morning. For all the people moaning, 9 o'clock this morning, and it's like 8 o'clock and I've not eaten since. So, yes, I've eaten a lot today, but so fucking what. I sort of feel like I've wasted a lot of today, and I kind of have, but it was because we came on Friday, and Friday night I did the first explore, but I have no video for Sunday. So I spent a good chunk of today editing the video, sat round, keeping an eye on things, of who was going in and out of that place that we went in second. So I've done a lot of sitting around, a lot of waiting, and it feels like I've wasted time, but actually I've got 2 videos, one for this Sunday, one for next Sunday, and I'm only on Saturday. And if I go out again tonight after I've eaten, then I'll be on 3, and I have only targeted myself for 4, and we're away Sunday and Monday yet. So fingers crossed it's going to be successful, this trip. I'm really excited to get myself well in front, because it just means I can do more for you guys. I can do other videos and stuff like that. As if I'm not lazy. Anyway, food. I need a wee really bad as well. Right, I found an Indian, but it's just a takeaway, and I can't be bothered to sit in car. I sleep in the car, I travel in the car, so I'm going to try and find another one now. And this one looked really good as well. The menu and everything looked really good. I just want to sit down in a proper place and eat. I don't mind being in the car, but I do need time out of it as well. Right, I found a place. Just realised I forgot to get my tablets out of the car anyway, so I've got to go back to the car. But there's a place 4 miles away in a town called Guildford. I don't think that in Essex, but yeah, a place called Guildford. There's a sit-down restaurant. I'm gonna go there, and yeah, it might cost a little bit more, but at this point, I don't care. I just want something nice to eat. And then I've got a plan where I'm going next. Right, got myself an Indian copyrighted music again though. Couple of cokes. Got my my poppadoms and my stuff, many tablets to take, and then we've got to decide what we're eating. Right, the rest of my food's here. I am very hungry and very excited for this. Pilau rice, king prawn jalfrezi, chips and chapatis. Pretty much the same I have every single time, to be honest with you. But I cannot wait to get down this. Right, all plated up, ready to go. Just need to wrap up in my chapatis, and I'll probably not eat all the chips, but we'll give it a go. Food done, although I did leave some chips like I said I was going to. It's given me a chance to charge the phones up a little bit as well. Got both of them charging at the moment. I've got curry all over me, which is not good. But I'll tell you something, it's knocked me out and I just want to go to sleep. My eyes are watering and everything. I just want to sleep. Right, that was banging. Absolutely amazing. Just someone's gloves on there. Absolutely amazing curry. Really, really good. The price, not quite as good. £41. That's quite a lot. I have paid more than that for a curry when I've been out and about. But that just means now, next couple of days, maybe calm down a little bit. I don't mean stop eating, just stop eating lots of food that costs lots of money. But I feel like I needed it today. Like I said, I had 1 meal all day yesterday, and I've had 2 today, even though technically the first one was like 2 meals. So I've had about the right amount today, but I'm just catching up from yesterday. But I could sleep now. It has knocked me out. Absolutely knocked me out, and I have no idea where I'm going. So I need to work that out and work out whether I can be bothered to go out tonight, because I'm already on 2 videos. But I am a bit of a workaholic when it comes to stuff like this. And I might force myself, but I might let myself off, we'll see. I am ready to sleep. I am ready to sleep. I'm going to try and work out, I don't know. I've got my maps over 2 different phones, so I need to work out which is the closest place to go to. I'm also waiting on 2 other people that are sending me locations. One of them is abroad and he's due to land very shortly, and he's sending it to me as soon as he lands, and he's got Northern Irish stuff and I'm in Northern Ireland. So it's like, do I wait for him to send it, or do I go all the way back down to Southern Ireland to then potentially come all the way back up again? It's hard. It's a hard one to know what to do, really. So he lands in 20 minutes, I think. I'm not 100% sure. So I'm going to see if he sends anything. He might not, because it's late. It's like 20 to 10. He lands at 10. You're probably going to forget, and I don't want to hassle him. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what's best. But this is the thing. Like, I do try and plan ahead, but it's not always down to me. Like, you've got to remember, people are helping me out, and I don't want to bug them and go, oh, give me locations. I do a lot of research myself, but I do get a lot of top-ups from other people. So it is nice to get those from the people that live here, because they know the best places. So that's why. But you get radio silence sometimes. You get some locations that people just won't give out. And I get that, because I do it as well. So then you'll ask, and they're like, oh, well, there's nothing really I can give you at the moment. And you've got to just understand it and get on with it. But then you'll have to ask somebody else and they might be like, oh yeah, I've got a couple, and they could be the same ones that they wouldn't give me in the first place. So it's all very political. I think people don't realise it's not just like a massive list that we go, oh, we'll do this one this week or this one this week. It's not like that at all. Right, I've just had a good location given to me by somebody else who is in Northern Ireland. Absolute top lad who's helped me out quite a lot of times, to be fair. But it's in Southern Ireland, so it's about 2.5 hours away. I don't know whether I'm going to explore it tonight because it's 11 o'clock now, so we wouldn't get there until at least 1:30 in the morning. But we'll see how I feel. If I get tired as I'm driving, I'm going to stop. I'm just going to sleep. If I'm feeling up for it, I'll do it. But I'm playing it by ear. I'm not putting myself under any pressure. I've got two...
At the roundabout, take the second exit onto Guildford Road.
Sorry, I had to listen to that. Yeah, I've got 2 videos done, and I've been here 2 days, so technically I don't need to do another one tonight. It's more of a would be nice if I could kind of thing. But then will I be more tired tomorrow and not be in the mood?
2.3 miles. At the roundabout,
So,
take the first exit onto Kirricklucker Road.
It's a bit of a hard one, and it's hard to know what to do for the best. So we'll see how I feel. I'm not going to put any pressure on myself. If I do it, I do it. If I don't, I don't. Fucking hell. So, he just told me to turn right. So I turned right. I was just about to carry down this road here that's not a fucking road. It's the water. Look, that's water. Just almost drove off that. Look at the sign. That could have been me. Jesus Christ. I'm guessing the right-hand turn was just after this. I've just turned down too early. Bloody hell. midnight. I think I am getting too tired to drive. Jesus Christ. If I end up in the water, then I definitely... I can't believe that. That's madness. It really, really is. There's boats all over there. We're in a really weird place. We'll just try and show you on the map. Just a minute. Right, so as you can see, it is driver error. It's not the maps, it's me. But it's because it said turn right, so I just turned right straight away. But look round here. Look at this water. We're like in the middle of like weird locks and stuff. It's really odd. So I don't know, I'd sort of like to wake up round here in a way and have a look round. But we'll carry on a little bit further and maybe get up round here, and then I'll make a decision, because I've still got 50 miles to go. I would have liked to have gone to Enniskillen, because I'm sure I know somebody from there, or I think it might have been my ex-girlfriend's stepdad was from there. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. And then there's Castle Cool. That sounds cool. I don't know. Should we just go there and then carry on the rest of the way in the morning? Because look, it's still... I'm not going to get there until 2 o'clock in the morning. There's no point, is there? Because I don't want to explore for 4 hours. I'll get no sleep. So that's what we're doing. I think we're going back up the road we've just come from. I think this has happened for a reason. And we'll go up to Enniskillen. Right. I was about to say I've come to my final resting place, but I don't mean that. I am somewhere that looks pretty cool, but somewhere that we can't see is pretty cool until the morning. There is a caravan, no, a motorhome, parked just next to me. So when I get out of the car in a minute, they're, based on it being 1:20 in the morning, they're probably going to think that I'm here to move them on, which I'm not, obviously. They're not supposed to be here. I'm not supposed to be here. But, so what? So what? At the end of the day, this is our world. Like, I have got no issue going somewhere. Like, to go and park in a car park, or in a space that you're not getting in anyone else's way. Like, don't get me wrong, if I went and parked in someone's garden, or like in something that's going to stop someone's business, I get that. But when you just parked like the side of a road, or just somewhere like where I am now, I can't see a problem with it. As long as you're not making a mess, as long as you tidy up after yourself and get out of there, you're spending one night there. What does it matter? It really doesn't. Anyway, I feel like I'm preaching, but I'll show you outside because I need to get my quilt anyway. It's going to be pretty dark. I don't think there's even any moon or anything tonight because I think it's cloudy. But I'll try and show you what I can, and then I'll compare that to in the morning like I did yesterday. Right, so that's what you can see at the moment, which is not a lot. The caravan is there, you can't even see that at all. There is some stars. I don't think you'll be able to see those either. There's some stars and the trees behind us, and there is water in front of us. I'll try and take a photograph. That usually works out better. Right, I just want to film in 3 different directions again and see what you can see in comparison to my photographs. So that's view 1 there. This is view 2. And this is view 3. Now compare those to the same. Right, I'm back in the car. I'm not going to light us up for one reason. And that's me look there in the mirror. So I got back in the car trying to be as quiet as I could for these people next door. I got in, put my hand straight on the horn and just beeped the horn really loud. I'm so sorry. If you're watching this video, people in the caravan next door, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. It was an accident. Anyway, I've got my covers. Not that you can see anything. Wait a minute. There we go. That's a little bit better. Right, so I've got my covers. I can chill out now and go to sleep, so I'll see you in the morning. It's about 1:30 now. Good night, everybody. Right, you're not going to actually believe this. You see, the scratches. I'm going to be sick. On there, I've told you about sleepwalking and ever before. I've just thought 100% it was my worst nightmare. My biggest nightmare is I'm going to be sick, honestly. Is being trapped in a car underwater. And I looked out the window, I woke up, I looked out the window, and I thought the car had rolled off into the water, and I felt so sick. Probably not going to put this in the video, by the way, but I'm just recording it just in case I decide to.